A lot of the time, number ones are smack in front of your face, like it's basically sitting on your nose, right here. There is no separation between my face and number one. It's right here. It's in my face. It could be slightly to the right. It could be slightly to the left, but it's generally very close because that's the most important to you from a submodality point of view, from an encoding point of view. And things that are slightly less important get further away. All right. Our close filing cabinet's a bit full, so we put it further away. But what we want to do is stop it being further away and bring it closer to make it more important. Literally make it more important. It's kind of putting it in your face. All right. But we don't want to replace number one. So we move the location of the driver from number 4 to number 1 equal for just one moment and back off the driver ever so slightly. So back towards where it came from, whatever angle that was, but back just enough that it's the new number 2. It does not replace number 1. Number 1 stays closest. Number 2 comes in here.
And can you then ask the question for them to show you where number 1 is and where number 2 is, just to confirm that you haven't just changed their personality?
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So, and it's done in the language. One thing with even with like to dislike, there was no clear script. All right. It didn't tell you, now take this picture and bring it here and replace it. And it didn't tell you that. I had to verbalize that for you in practitioner. It wasn't clear. This is no different. It's still not, there's still no script. But if you understand the concepts, this is where you can language it well. All right. So take that value of 4 where you've got it. You told me it was out to the right, about arm's length in front of you, and move it right where number 1 is, where you said it was right where in front of your face. And then I want you to back off the money picture ever so slightly so it becomes the new number 2. Lock it in. All right. I would always make it very clear you're backing it off from where it was equal with number 1. Back it off slightly. All right. The unconscious mind can do amazing things with that. All right. It's quite clear. And that's why when we elicit the submodalities, black and white or color, near or far, bright or dim, I pay attention to location. Although we're eliciting fast, I get very good clarity on where the location is because that's the one I care about. Now, associated, dissociated, I also care, but it's often not relevant. They're often all through your own eyes, associated. And I also ask the question, instead of saying associated, dissociated, like it says on the sheet, I use English. Is the picture looking through your own eyes, or is your body in the picture? Because your client does not know what associated, dissociated is. So on your submodalities checklist on 25, where it says associated, dissociated, use English. Okay, because your client will not understand associated, dissociated necessarily. So I ask the question, literally, is a picture through your own eyes or is your body in the picture? I can see my body. I write down a little D. Or through my own eyes, I write down a little A. Now, when we're talking about values, there's a high chance they're both the same. High chance. When we're talking about foods, there's a huge chance the like food is associated and very close, and the dislike food is far away and dissociated. Body in the picture. All right, my trifle picture, I can absolutely see my body in the picture because I kind of don't want my face anywhere near that shit. Apologies if you like trifle. All right. In this, because it's values, they may be different, associated, dissociated, but they may not. We're just going to use, if that's the case, we're only going to use the driver of the location. That's all we've got to use. If you've got both, you use both. All right. Only if you've got both drivers. And I'm hypothesizing and mind reading here, but my experience tells me that the further away one is likely to be the dissociated one, and the closer one is likely to be the associated. So I would move this one in line with this one and make it through your own eyes and back it off a little bit. Okay, so I would change it from where it was out here and change it from seeing your body in the picture, moving it to in line with number one and having it through your own eyes, and back it off a little bit to make it the new number two. Now, that's only if you have both drivers. I think I've seen it once. It's not common because we're talking values we're talking what's important to us as opposed to what we like and dislike, if that makes sense. All right, we're also talking about our top five. You're unlikely to put one of your top five 2 kilometers away from you. All right, there'll be another 50 steps before then. Okay, your top five are going to be pretty close and most likely associated. Does that make sense? All right, so come breakthrough day, if you need to do this skill, I will come into the breakout room with you and guide you. Okay? It's not all that common you need to do it because once you've cleared out all the away froms and all the negatives and all the rest of it, lo and behold, values often realign themselves because you clear out all the sludge that keeps it away from you. All right? Once Lisa clears away all her away from confidence issues, her away from money to be me issues, and her away from knowledge that'll make it a work for me issues, whatever's the away froms in there, once we get rid of the baggage on that, natural realignment often happens. And that's the whole point of eliciting it before, doing the breakthrough, and checking it afterwards to see if shit's moved. Because if it's moved, you don't have to do anything with it. It took you 1 minute to check it, job done. All right. If it's still out of alignment, that's when you use this skill, values hierarchy, and you shift it with some modalities. Okay. Out of all of the breakthroughs we've done through Master Prac, I've been in one breakout room to help. One. Because they shift naturally by themselves. I guarantee as soon as Lisa gets rid of all her little negative Nancy's that are happening in her mind when it comes to her career, her values will naturally realign because especially she's already got money in her top three, but she's just got an ickiness on that money. It's there. It's just a little icky. So once we clear the icky, no need to realign it. It's just been shined up. Jamie?
Just wondering what you do if, like, say money's not in your top five, then what happens? You get a top six, or like, does one have to disappear, or like?
No, it's an excellent question, and I'm glad you raised it. So if money's not even in the top five and you want it to be, you elicit wherever money is. You don't even know what number it is.
Mm.
In the context of career and the value of money, do you have a picture? If it's not in your top five, it could be over there, 2 kilometers down the road. And then you bring it into where you want it. So if you want to bring it into number two, you elicit number one and back it off a little bit. If you want it to be the new number four, you elicit number three and back it off a little bit. Same process. You've just got to use logic to know where you're putting it in.
Yeah, I was wondering how you know where you want it. Like, yeah.
Ask your unconscious mind. It knows lots of stuff.
Okay, groovy.
All right. You can consciously choose, I want it at number three. As coach, you would never allow them to put it number one. That's it. That's the only rule. Never change number one. But if money's so far down the hierarchy and that person is absolutely struggling financially, hell yeah, put it in. The example is showing 4 move to 2. The reality is you might be moving number 17 to number 3 or number 2. All right. And I highly, highly recommend that if money's not on the agenda, if money's not on the radar, put it in there. But please find out what the label is for that client. Is it money? Or is it income? Or is it abundance? Is it sales? Is it prosperity? Like, what is the label that resonates with that client? Because the word money may not be it. but we want something that is equivalent to financial success to be in their top 5, preferably if we're doing a career breakthrough.